Assalamu alaikum. Hello. I thank UK, Canada, Australia, Portugal, France recognizing Palestinian independent sovereign country under United Nations two-state solution resolution. Though many countries are already waiting to recognize the Palestinian independent sovereign country, where 152 countries have already recognized the Palestinian sovereign independent country beside independent sovereign Israel country. After 77 years, it is seen more than half of millions of people have been already died with huge casualties, including huge financial, infrastructural destructions and losses in many wars between Israel and Palestine. Though it has long-standing struggle within 100 years, even since 1917. However, United Nations 80 years anniversary is going on its 2025 session. These countries have recognized Israeli Palestine independent sovereign country beside Israeli independent sovereign country, resolving the long-standing bloodshed dispute. On the other hand, bloodshed war has been going on yet, where more than 70,000 or 100,000 people have been already died with huge casualties and infrastructural destructions, financial losses into the Palestinian territory. On the other hand, Israeli Prime Minister has rejected the United Nations resolution reiterating even occupying entire Palestinian territory, denying the independent sovereign Palestinian country forever. Even Israeli troops has been already deployed into the Palestinian territory, though more than 95% Palestinian territory have been already occupied by Israeli military, including security or police control on entire territory. However, United Nations, including international community, are still trying to establish the sovereign independent Palestinian country under United Nations resolutions. First, 1948, under the international community's consensus, dividing its territory. On the other hand, after 77 years, it is now very much difficult to implement literally the United Nations resolution solution to states solution, as I have already mentioned the current situation, circumstances. For this region, we have to consider the current 21st century's challenges as well as future challenges, goals, visions. Following this, I have already suggested two tier solutions under United Nations resolution, two-state solution. First of all, I have suggested to implement two-state solutions like United Nations and other international communities, where even Trump Peace Plan 2020 was given to proceed the initiative. On the other hand, many countries and international communities did not agree on the issue, including Palestinian Authority, where Israel also show many difficulties, challenges on the issue. On the other hand, if two sovereign independent countries are built in the area, we have to consider many circumstances, situations, as the dispute is not now only a regional difficulties, rather it is now an international multi-parties dispute like Hamas, Palestinian Authority, Hezbollah, Lebanon, Syria, Arab, Iran, and Israel's ally, Europe, America, Russia, India, China. For this region, independent Palestine cannot peacefully maintain its border, ensuring safeguard by its even military. For this reason, I suggested to deploy UN peacekeeping troops or United Kingdom, United States of America's troops, or Egypt, Arab's troops into the territory, ensuring fully Israel's sovereignty and security, maintaining the peaceful border. Otherwise, it would be like North Korea, South Korea, India, Pakistan, China border situation. Decision suggesting my second peace plan, amending United Nations two-state solution. I have suggested to build two autonomic provinces under one federal state, where Palestine with Gaza and West Bank province, and another is current Israel country will be another province under one federal state, and the state name can be given even United Abrahamic Kingdom, considering all circumstances, even all earlier religious history, especially Baitul Muqaddas, mosques, messengers, prophets, history and arrival, and its descendants, followers across the world, as well as current Muslim, Jews, Christians, religious faith over Baitul Muqaddas, mosques at Jerusalem city, as well as founding, especially Muslims, Jews, Christians, in the Buddhist founding fathers, Prophet Abraham, and his activities and his shrine into the area. For this reason, I have suggested to build United Abrahamic Kingdom and its two provinces, Palestine and Israel, under democratic practices and democratic governance like other Western countries, especially United States of America and other Western countries like Europe, United Kingdom, and United Nations, human rights, minority rights, and law enactment standards. For this reason, this United Abrahamic Kingdom federal state will resolve the disputes, long-standing bloodshed disputes, permanently with permanent peace, as well as ensuring future world vision, especially Commonwealth, United Nations, United OIC, Common Era vision, one world country with many autonomic provinces, countries, under one central government, one prosperity budget, peace, unity, cultural diversity, democratic governance, religious freedoms, strong faith, less faith, even non-religious atheist people. Following this, I urge Israeli authority as well as international community to declare general amnesty for Hamas group and their family members, engaging them into the inclusive governance, inclusive social practices into the United Abrahamic Kingdom in current Israeli and Palestinian territory within Israel and Palestine provinces, living together under one umbrella, one country, leaving earlier disputes, chaos, difficulties, non-brotherhood attitude, unhumanitarian behaviors, etc. As Israeli military and Hamas both have been fighting for longer time, building their own purpose, building independent sovereign Palestinian state, as well as building independent sovereign Israeli state. For this reason, it is seen Hamas has been running political government, running military wing, fighting against Israeli military, and many groups and many international groups, Iran, Hezbollah, Syria, etc., have been involved with them, making it an international warfare situation, warfare zone. For this reason, we have to design together current Jews, Christians, Israeli, people working together into the administration, judiciary, including military, all political, governmental, institutional functions, living brotherhood, deficiencies, unsocial behavior deficiencies, as Muslim, Jews, Hindu, Buddhist, Christians, and others even are living in same flat, same room, even taking same cook foods for a long time across the world. For this reason, Palestinian people and Jews, Christians, and others all will live together. There are no religious disputes. What I have already mentioned in my many episodes, where I have already shown there are no religious disputes across the world, as well as inter mankind now almost similar about governance, executive, judicial, legislative, corporate, financial, and professional code of conduct, rules, regulations, cultural diversities, as well as habitual behavior, including religious behaviors. Even Muslim, non-Muslims are almost similar, identifying the appropriate, full, and more spiritual worshipping rules. That is Quran Sunnah, what already I have mentioned. Western countries, Europe, America have been already praying Maghrib Isha prayer under Muslim imams into the mosques. So there are no religious disputes. Even Baitul Muqaddas mosques can be built 100-story buildings into its yard, engaging current mosques where Jews, Christians, and Hindu, Buddhist, and other Sabins, other can pray together into the mosques under Muslim imam, as well as they can separate their flow within the 100-story building. In future, gradually about the population growth. For this reason, there are no religious disputes about the issue, as well as what I have already mentioned. Even majority Muslims or Jews run the government, they must take into account the minorities' rights, habits, happiness, cultural habits, diversity, religious faith, religious freedom of practice, prosperity, security, etc. under the Constitution, as well as United Nations Constitution, rules, norms. For this reason, I have suggested autonomic provinces uniting especially Muslim, Jews, Christians, religious groups gradually under the inclusive society, inclusive community within the territory. Though Israel has already established a democratic governance, democratic country with a conventional military, science, technologies, financial prosperity, and executive, judicial, legislative, and others mature function as much as possible under the Western countries' norm as well as United Nations norm. For this reason, current Israel Jewish people will run the country mostly engaging Muslim Palestinian people as well as Muslim Palestinian refugees abroad people within the country, where they have to just ensure they are engaging as much as possible Palestinian people within the government, bureaucracy, gradually uniting them, engaging them into the mainstream governments, military, judiciary, executive, legislative, all state institutional functions, leaving discrimination. Though I have already mentioned Hamas-led Gaza women football teams wear t-shirt, half pant, under international standard of games, dress code and code of conduct. For this reason, Palestinian people, like other Muslim community, almost remained international standard as much as possible, living together, Palestinian Jews, Israeli Jewish people. For this reason, there are no huge difference between Palestinian Muslims as well as Jews Muslim standard of living, habits, lifestyle, cultural diversity, and others. For this reason, even Muslims or Jews, majority population, run the government, central government. They can function the constitutional norm, taking into account the minorities' rights, habits, religious and cultural diversities, and enactment of the laws, norms accordingly. For this reason, there are no disputes between Muslims, majority population, or Muslim Jewish population. For this reason, the country, United Abrahamic Kingdom, with Palestinian Jewish provinces, can be run smoothly with maintaining international standard, living together, living permanent chaos, difficulties, warfare situations forever, ensuring building permanent peace, prosperity, security and safety together, as well as inspiration of the future world people under the common era vision, uniting world people under one country, one budget, one peace plan, one prosperity, safety, security, as well as one happiness with freedom of religion, freedom of cultural diversity, strong faith, less faith, even gradually practicing full Quran Sunnah like current Sunni Muslim, like Western countries, rules, regulations, human rights, peace, prosperity, norms. What I have already suggested, high-rise building cities will resolve the population growth problem. For this reason, Muslims or Jews or Christians population into the Palestine and Israeli provinces in United Abrahamic Kingdom country can live together for a longer time, ensuring peace as well as ensuring future world vision, world prosperity, peace, as well as inspiration for the world people, ensuring the new vision of world era. for the permanent world peace, prosperity, overcoming difficulties, future challenges forever.